Hey, Knowledge family, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing okay. First, I want to start off by telling everybody once again, thank you for all your support. Please click the like and subscribe. Please just take a moment of your time and hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Hit subscribe on there, please. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated as always. But y'all see the title up there, family, and I want to get right on into it. But it's this man that's called the Serial Shopping Cart Killer. Okay, and it's amazing. I wanted to do this story a couple of weeks ago, but everybody know that I was so busy with Mardi Gras and everything, I couldn't get to the story. But I wasn't gonna let this story go. I had to do this story. Okay, so now it's this man who is, I'm gonna let y'all see a little clip of it as well. But it's this man that he gets women and he meets women on the dating app, okay? And he talks to them, gets to know them and everything else, and then he meets up with them, and then he does fatally harm to them, okay? Bodily harm to them. And then he transport their bodies in a shopping cart, okay? And then he takes it into the woods and then puts the bodies in some type of container that's connected to the shopping cart. It's just unbelievable, family. Very unbelievable, but I had to do this. And so far, it's about 4 or 5 women. I'm going to let y'all hear the clip that has fell victim to this man, okay? And I tell you right now, it's in Virginia, and they say that he be in Virginia, and then it's a woman that came from Washington, but they're saying that it's really no telling where he's been, but they just caught up with him. But they don't know if he's been in the Virginia area and all other areas, but they do know he was traveling kind of on the East Coast between Virginia, Washington, and New York City, okay? So I just wanted to get this story out here because this dating app thing is just getting very outrageous when it comes to people using the dating app lines to do bodily harm to people. And that's just messed up right there. So I just want to say, give my condolences to the family and everything like that had encounters with this man. I want to give condolences to the families of those victims as well. So I'm going to let y'all see this story so y'all know more of what I'm talking about. And I really want y'all to check it out and listen to it, because it's a shocking story. And then we definitely going to talk about this situation here in a few minutes, because y'all already know NJ have a whole lot to say about this matter right here, because it's just unbelievable. You just got some sickos out here, family. You really do. Okay, so now check this out, family.
Tonight, police search for more victims of the alleged shopping cart serial killer. A man police believe transports the bodies of his victims in a shopping cart after killing them.
Hold on.
We received a tip, a critical tip.
Okay.
Person of interest may be linked. Tonight, police search for more victims of the alleged shopping cart serial killer. A man police believe transports the bodies of his victims in a shopping cart after killing them. We received a tip, a critical tip. Our person of interest may be linked to another case where a woman was found deceased in a shopping cart in Washington, D.C. That person of interest, Anthony Eugene Robinson, a 35-year-old D.C. resident already charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of concealing dead bodies. Robinson, arrested in November, is being held in Harrisonburg, Virginia.
He inflicts trauma to his victims and kills them. He transports their bodies to their final resting place, literally in a shopping cart.
Robinson's alleged victims, Allie and Beth Redmond, 54, and Tanita Louise Smith, 39, according to police, who also say the women's bodies were discovered in a commercial area of Harrisonburg. Now officials worry there could be more. This is based on digital evidence that puts them in the same vicinity around the time of the victim's disappearance. A fifth body found in Washington, D.C. in a shopping cart covered by a blanket. The Metropolitan Police Department is investigating that case. This is Fairfax County PD also suspect Robinson to be involved in the deaths of two other women, Stephanie Harrison, 48, and Cheyenne Brown, 29, possible third and fourth victims. Their bodies found in a container in Alexandria, Virginia, near the Moon Inn Hotel, according to a police report. Nearby that container, a shopping cart.
It is believed that Robinson used the Plenty of Fish dating app to lure his victims.
Robinson met Brown on one of those platforms, according to police. Brown, pregnant and a mother of a 7-year-old, went missing in September. Her family and others now speaking out.
None of these families, my family, none of these families deserve to go through this. Not only, is my daughter gone, like she took the life of my unborn grandchild.
Robinson's attorney declined to comment on the charges, allegations, or, quote, pending matters, and he says no pleas have been filed yet. In a statement, the dating app Plenty of Fish said they are, quote, deeply saddened to hear of the victims in this horrific case and that they will fully cooperate with the investigation. As questions remain, police ask that any survivors or individuals with information on Robinson contact law enforcement immediately.
Okay, family. So y'all seen that. Sorry I couldn't get it all the way right for y'all. But I get it right. I get it right pretty soon. But family, y'all seen that. That's just outrageous. That's sad, really. That is so sad that this man can lure these women. And as y'all see, it's all different nationalities. He's getting black women, white women, all kind of different nationalities is who he is dealing with or tries to trick into meeting him so he can do fatally bodily harm to them. Unbelievable. It's some sickos out here, family. I'm just here to say it. And once again, condolences to those families that their loved one fell victim to this man here. And y'all see how that gentleman looked. They showed him on there. So family, this is just utterly disturbing. And family, we just have to be on our P's and Q's. You really do, when it comes to dating apps and when it comes to meeting people, even when you're meeting people at a bar or something like that, men and women. You have to be careful out here, keep your thinking caps on for one thing, because you have to be very, very cautious of the people you messing with or meeting, not only on dating apps, but also when you're going into these bars and clubs, or you're going out and you meet people, you're traveling, you meet people. You have to be very careful because it's some psychos out here, and you really can't tell they're psychos. They coming with nice outfits on, suits on, haircut and everything. And you saw him, he kind of looking a little rough there because they got him in custody, but you could tell that he probably got all kind of nice pictures online, profile online, making it look like he's an okay guy, he's a very safe guy or something like that. And all along, he got this psycho plan going on for the women that he meet. And he's just going from woman to woman to woman, from coast, from the East Coast down from Virginia to Washington to New York City. And they did say that if anybody had any contact with this man or feel like they met this man on a dating app, please call the police department in Virginia or in your area. But that's just unbelievable. Now I'm trying to figure out, family, you mean to tell me that Nobody seen this man transporting bodies in a shopping cart. And I can through town going to the woods or whatever. And my thing is, I know like a lot of homeless people do use shopping carts, because they put their little bags and stuff in. Homeless people do have the shopping carts and they'll roll around town in a homeless area. They might have a blanket over there and things like that. But when the news came out about the first or the second woman missing, or they was looking for a shopping cart killer or something like that, I just feel like 50 should have been on alert and going around the homeless areas. And anytime you seen someone pushing a cart or something like that, they supposed to jump out, do shopping cart checks. Do shopping cart checks. Start, hold up. We got to see. We got to pull the blankets off and look and everything else, because this was that man's pattern. He was actually meeting these women, doing bodily harm to these women, then transporting them into a shopping cart, willing them most likely, allegedly. They say it's him now. They say that they have the right man. But then put the bodies in the shopping cart, wheel it around, and then go into a wooden area and then put their bodies in the container, and the shopping cart is by the container until he feel like he's ready to do fatally bodily harm to another woman. Come on now. Everybody should have had shopping cart checks. Everybody in Virginia, in the homeless area, everybody in the Washington area, New York City area, whatever. Everybody should have started having shopping cart checks. Just snatch them blankets off of there and look, okay, ain't nothing but clothes in there, you can go. But they should have been on alert, because that's how I feel like maybe it wouldn't have been so many women missing. And like they said, that's just the 4 or 5 women that they know about right now that he has done something to fatally, allegedly. But they're saying they're trying to backtrack and go to see where else has he been in the past 4, 5, 6, 7 years, because he could have been doing it all along, just got caught. But he is named the serial shopping cart killer. Lord have mercy. Everybody in the state should have been on alert. Women should have been on alert. Everybody should have been on alert with this here case. You just have to be very careful. Now, they said that he was using a lot of different dating apps, family. And one of the dating apps that he was using called Plenty of Fish. Okay, and they said that that's one of the dating apps that he was using to trick these women or to lure these women to him. And most of the time, they were saying it was one lady that came from Washington to Virginia to meet up with him, and that's another thing, ladies and gentlemen. When you're meeting with people and then you're meeting them on a dating app, I feel for a man to say, hey, come and visit me in my town. Oh, hell no. You come visit me in my town. Why I got to go where it's comfortable for you? I don't know nobody over there in no damn Virginia or wherever you call yourself from. Canada or wherever you from. I don't know nobody over there. You come over here where I know people. You come where I'm comfortable at, where my folks at, where my family at, where my kids at. You come here where I can have a good focus on who you are, and then I have people around me, and I'm in a city that I know about. I'm not traveling over there. See, I'm gonna tell you, it'd be red flags go up everywhere, family, when somebody got to tell you, a man especially, you meeting them on a dating app, and they tell you, hey, I'll pay for your traveling fee, I'll pay for your flight, all that, just come see me. Well, if you could pay for all that shit for me so damn quick, why you can't pay for your damn self, and you get on the goddamn plane or train or whatever and come see me? That's how it's supposed to be, family. You just don't be so desperate. And I'm not saying these ladies here were desperate, but I'm saying there's a lot of people that feel like, oh, this is a nice person or whatever, and they just jump and go to a state where they know nothing about. For the men and the women, they don't know nothing about the state. They don't know nobody in that state. They don't even know this person. They just talk to them a little while on the dating app and then fly over there. There you go. You can't go buy pictures because everybody, they be posing by cars that's not even theirs. They be posing in clothes that's most likely not even theirs. They done borrowed that. They posing in apartments and stuff. Probably ain't even their apartment. Posing in houses or taking pictures in front of houses, and that's not even their house. They done went somewhere across town, just took a picture in front of somebody's nice house. You have to be very aware of all this. All this. And this dating app he was using called Plenty of Fish. I'm going to tell you right now, and there might not even be nothing wrong with that website, Plenty of Fish or whatever. But NJ, I'm just talking about me. I got a right to my opinion. I'm not finna jump on no dating app that's called Plenty of Fish. That just say to me that is plenty of poo nanny. That's all that say. It doesn't have, I could see if it says plenty of beauties, plenty of queens, or something like that. But you join a dating app that say plenty of fish. That's plenty of poop nanny to me. That's just my opinion. I'm saying now I ain't got nothing against that or anything like that. They won't name it. I'm just saying me, family. Ain't nowhere in the hell. Oh, you see all these different dating apps and plenty of fish. Plenty of fish. I can't even be involved in that. Plenty of fish. That's a negative name, fish. Is a negative name for women anyway. Don't nobody want to be called no damn fish. You know what I'm saying? I mean, think about it, family. Really think about it. You join a dating app called Plenty of Fish. That's really, to me, plenty of poo nanny. Because that's all that brings to attention to me. When people say, oh, fish, or she a fish, or that toxic fish, or look at that pretty fish, and people be using that word fish like it's a damn compliment. That is not no damn compliment. Let me tell you right now, anybody calling you fish, that is not no compliment. And I know I wouldn't join nothing that say fish. Plenty of fish. Oh, hell nah, that's plenty of poo nanny right there. It gives off something negative to me. I'm just giving my opinion. Now the dating app has nothing to do with what this man here did. That man did that on his own. But think about what he might have been. They said that he was on other dating sites as well. Okay, they said he was using other dating sites. But that Plenty of Fish, he used that pretty often as well. And that's how they was able to track him down, because people knew that their loved ones or whatever met this guy from that dating app. I'm just saying, fish is not no nice word. That's not no compliment. That's not saying that you got really nothing on your hand. Talking about some plenty of fish. Oh, hell to not. That just like they name a dating app Plenty of pee-pee stick. What the hell? That's saying that it's plenty of damn pee-pee sticks on this dating app. And you first thing, your focus is just mainly about the private part. It's not about the personality of the person or the job description of the person or the professional, like professionalism about the person, anything like that. If you jump on, say, I'm going to join this right here, men. If you say, I'm going to join the Plenty of pee-pee stick app, anybody that go on now, you automatically know that you basically on there for pee-pee stick. You on there for the private part. Basically, that's my opinion. That's how I look at it. Ain't no way in the hell I could join nothing like that, And another thing, y'all have to just be aware of these psychos, You have to be aware, family, of all these psychos that's dressed up real nice, talking nice and all that. You got to pause for a minute. Pause for a minute and take some time to know people. That's what you have to do. Because I'm going to tell you, you give out your number. Sometimes people, when you meet people, or, you're at a bar or you somewhere out and you meeting people, even on a dating app, and you giving them your number or whatever, you have to pause and you have to take time to get to know these people. You got people that want to go out with you the same damn night they meet you. You can go somewhere and you can meet a person. Y'all exchange numbers. The first thing they say is, what are you doing after this? What am I doing after this? Yeah, what you doing after this? You want to go out? Now, y'all already at a club or something where it's nighttime and it's late. It's probably 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. First thing they want to know is, what are you doing after this? Because they want to get with you. No, I don't even know you like that. You got to pause, people, and get to know people. Just don't be running out the same night you meet somebody or the same week you meet somebody. You know, don't do it. Don't do it. And you got some people, family, that you can meet them, you could talk to them, have good conversations with them, but as soon as you don't, you can meet them at a gas station. Y'all can exchange numbers and everything. But then when they talk to you for about a week and they can't get you to go out on a date with them or whatever, and then they stop calling, or y'all can exchange numbers and you talk to them probably one time or probably not even talk to them, they don't even never call you. Consider that a blessing. Consider that a blessing, because most likely it was something going on with that person. The reason why that person have not contacted you or have not got up with you, or you talked to them for a week and you haven't went out with them, you just want to talk on the phone with them, but then they say, oh, damn, Nat, I'm not finna talk to this person no damn week or two. Consider that a blessing, because that could have been somebody who just had one thing on their mind, either just to get the private and take off, or either do bodily harm to you and take the hell off. So consider that your blessing, because a lot of people be like, I gave that person my number and they didn't even call me, or I talked to that person for a week and they just stopped calling. Consider that a blessing. That is a sign. That could have been your saving grace right there. That could have been your saving grace right there. So don't feel bad when a person don't call you or nothing like that. It just show that person wasn't for you. That person is not made for you, and that's not what you need in your damn life. Most likely they leading double lives, or they already married, or they already got a girlfriend, or they already got something cuckoo going on upstairs in the head and all that. I'm telling you, consider that your blessing. You have to see if these people got toxic flower vibes. You have to see if some of these people are on some sugar booger. And in order to see that, you got to wait. You got to, when you meet a person and you exchange numbers and all that, you have to just talk to a person on the phone for about a month. Don't be so desperate to jump out there and go on a date and all that. Take your time. If that person is made for you, or if that person care for you, they don't mind you taking your time for a month or two talking on the phone with them. You know, and you can meet up with them, but take a friend with you. Take a friend with you and use an open area like a mall or something where it's crowded, and meet up with that person. Most likely, oh no, they don't want to meet up where it's crowded, because somebody might see them. Either they think somebody gonna see them because they are in a relationship already and don't want people to see them, or either they don't want people to see them because they up to no damn good. Either way it go, that's how it go. They don't want to be seen when they up to something that's no good. I'm trying to tell you, family. So you got to put your ass on pause, and let me tell y'all this, because it's only about 3 people, very close people, that know about this story, and I'm going to share it with you, knowledge family, because you got to be on pause and you got to be aware. But this was years ago. My sons was young. They grown now. Y'all know Jay. They both grown and everything like that now. Got families, live a good life. I'm so proud of them for doing, running their lives the way they are. They have good careers. They doing their thing and everything. Thank you. But anyway, when they was young, this was years ago, family, I had went out, and when I go out, y'all know that I travel and I have a lot of business things going on. I teach inventory. I help people open up businesses and things like that. So I was traveling, and I do have like a security that'll go with me in a couple of places that I go, okay? And I have friends as well that I go with as well. So anyway, I went out, and we went to it was like a club / bar, whatever, and this guy came over, was trying to talk to me and all that, and he talked, yeah, okay. I exchanged numbers with him, okay. To make a long story short, we talked for a minute, and then one of my friends came over and it was talking to me, kind of interrupted the conversation that I was having with this guy. So then the guy didn't know who this big man was, because he's a big one. He didn't know who he was. And he said, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you was with someone. And my friend said, oh no, I'm her security. But anyway, so he was telling me something. Okay, so this one here looked like her security. So then when he got through talking to me, he went on back off into the VIP section or whatever. I was still sitting there talking. Then this guy said, oh, you have to have security everywhere you go? I said, sometimes, yeah. So I kept on, sitting there chilling and whatever. And then he said, well, do you go anywhere without him? I said, nah, not really. And so then he sit there talking, oh, okay. So now he said, well, I was going to ask you what you was doing after the club and see if we can go and have some morning breakfast or something like that. I was like, nah, no, thank you. I just, you could call me and we could talk on telephone because I talk to people on telephone. I don't go out with them. No, not when I first meet them. And it takes a long time for me to go out with anybody. I have to know you for a long time before I go out with you, okay? Because I ain't desperate like that, okay? It ain't even like that. I don't deal in that type of tea. Okay, family. So then I say about a day later, he called. He talked to me, whatever, okay. Then he said, well, when can we meet out or, meet up or whatever? I said, like I said before, I don't go out on dates with anybody I first met. Let me get to know you over the phone first. Let me get to know a lot about you. Because see, family, what you're doing then is you are trying to see what they about, what's going on with them, what's going on in their life and all that. Now, he told me, I automatically would ask him that. Like I said, this was years ago. I automatically asked, are you married? Because I don't even want you sitting by me if you're married or anything like that. Are you married? I said, no, my wife passed away about 2 years ago. Oh, okay, I'm sorry to hear that or whatever. Okay, now that was when we was at the club. Okay, now let me fast forward. And when he's talking to me or whatever, I kind of talked to him for about 30 minutes and I hung up. So after about, I say a week, he realized that this chick here is not going out with nobody, whatever. So he stopped calling. Good. You know what I'm saying? Because it lets me know you are wasting my time. Because if you don't have the time to give me time to see what you about, I don't need you. Okay? Because I have more than just me to think about. I have my sons to think about as well. All my decisions are based on my sons and then me to make sure they good because they can't be raised properly without mama. Okay? If something happens to mama. So I have to make sure I'm on my P's and Q's. So I think about them first and myself and make sure that I'm safe. Okay? So he stopped calling. I say about 4 months later, family, I get a phone call from the guy who does security for me. Okay? He calls me. He said, hey, 4 months later, he said, hey, check out the news. I said, check out the news. Say, yeah, check out the news. Because that's that guy you was talking to at the club about what? About 3-4 months ago? I said, I don't know. He said, turn on such and such right quick. Turn it on. So I turns it on. That same guy was being hauled off with all kind of marshals, police, everything around this house that he stay in. And they were saying he killed his wife and his wife had been in the freezer for about 6 or 7 months. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. But see, family, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You have to be cautious. And I had some friends, well, female friends, that same night I saw this man at the club who was trying to talk to me. I had some female friends was telling me, oh, he handsome. Oh, he this, he that. And then they was asking me, you ain't went out on a date with him yet? I said, no, I don't do that. Girl, he nice. He look handsome. He this, that. I don't give a damn how good they look, how handsome they look. I have an agenda. And my agenda is I don't mess with you until probably months and months you have talked to me on the telephone. And if you can't hold on that long, going on about your business and go to somebody who don't give a damn and to go out with you on the same night or the same week and all that, because E&J don't deal like that. I have to keep it safe. I have to keep it me as a priority. But anyway, I said, to my friends, I said, now see there, if it had been you, you would have went on out there with them same night. You don't know what would have happened, because it clearly showed them hauling his ass off, and they said on the news that he had put his wife had been dead don't know how long. They just said she had been in the freezer for about 5 or 6 months. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I told my homeboy when he called me, the guy who does security for me, I called him back. I said, you damn sure right, that's him. He said, I know it was him because I don't forget faces. He said, that's my job. I don't forget faces. I know faces, and that's him. And I only dealt with him, family. Like I said, I talked to him for about an hour, 30 minutes at the club, and he just said that his wife had passed away a couple of years ago. Oh, they said he killed his wife and put the wife in the freezer. Oh, hell to the now. But I'm just telling you, family, you got to know how to pause. You got to know how to pause. Take your time. Don't just jump into something because somebody look good or somebody fine, men and women, because the woman fine and got a big ass and all this, or because the man fine and he dressed to a T and driving a nice car. So all of a sudden you want to just hop and do a date right quick. This is 2022. You got to keep it real, boo. You got to stay still. Put your ass on pause and know what you're dealing with before you start dealing with it. That's all I have to say about that. Don't downplay the signs of people not calling you no more. They know you exist. If a person talking to you and then all of a sudden they see that they can't get you to go out with them the same week or the same night or whatever, and they just stop calling, consider that a blessing because they know you exist. The thing is, you ain't moving fast enough. Because I'm going to tell you, most psychos, most people that have some type of, their intentions is to do harm or to just use you, guarantee you that if you make them just talk to them and you make them wait for about a month or two, they're going to disappear. Because I'm going to tell you right now, psycho ain't got time. He ain't got time to act like he want a relationship. Because that's not his agenda. He trying to get out and harm people. So if you don't fall in line within that first week or that first 2 weeks or within that month, then they let your ass go and you don't hear from them no more. And then a lot of women or men think it's something wrong with them. No, it ain't nothing wrong with you. It was something that wasn't right about that person anyway. Whether they had somebody dealing 2 double lives and all that, or either they psycho and they'll do bodily harm to you. So consider that your blessing, family. You know, because you got a lot of sickos out here that dress up real nice and looking fine and handsome and drop dead gorgeous and all that, and they ain't worth a shit. I can tell you that right now. You need to take your time. Take your time. Most of the psychos don't have time. They don't have time to date nobody and try to give out a lot of affection and, you know, okay, well, I understand. And they not for all that. They not for all that at all. You become a non-factor at that point. They don't want to have nothing to deal with you. They don't want to have nothing to do with you. None of that. I'm telling you. Now, his funky booty ass running around now and hauling these ladies, talking to them, getting them to come where he at, do bodily harm to them, fatally bodily harm to them, then put them in shopping carts and wheel them down through wherever with a blanket covered over them or whatever, then take their ass in the woods and then put them in damn containers. Oh, hell no. People, you got to stay across that street. Stay across that street. And what I mean about stay across that street, because NJ stay across that street. Mean you stay on that side of the street, I stay on this side of the street. Where you at across this street? Because I'm not talking to your ass. I'm not dating your ass. I'm not going out to eat with your ass. None of that. I'm going to make you work for it. Let me see how well you talks to me. Let me see if I can find out any information on you. You find a little bit of information about me, but every time you want to go out on a date, I got something to do. It's very important. I ain't got time right now. Maybe in the future we'll meet up or something like that. But right now, let's just continue talking on the phone. Oh, hell no. Psychos ain't putting in that type of work. They ain't putting in that. And anybody who's up to no good, who already married and got somebody and all that, they ain't trying to put in that type of work either. They want something easy. They want something easy right quick. And if it don't come to them right quick and come to them real easy, or they can't make you fall in line real quick and easy, they will disappear. And a lot of people feel like when they disappear on you that something's wrong with you. No, consider that your blessing. That a person has no longer contacted you, no longer called you, or nothing, because you decided to make sure you are a priority by waiting and seeing what you're dealing with. So if that's why they don't want to contact me no more, because I feel like I'm a priority, well, go ahead on. Go ahead on, because I don't need it. But family, that's what we got to do. You got to get on pause. Put your ass on pause. See what you're dealing with. And make sure that the person that you're meeting on these dating apps and all that is who they are. Because they can give out all kind of fake profiles. And you're thinking all that is true, and you got something on your hands, and really you got something dangerous on your hands. And like I said, that don't only go for the dating app, that go for the people that you meet out here in bars and everywhere else. It shouldn't be nobody that sit down and talk to you and have a couple of drinks with you, and you just met them, and they first thing they holler when they see that the lights are finna come on at the club and all that. Well, what you finna do after this? Nigga, it's 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. What you finna goddamn do? Nigga, I'm finna go to work. Oh, you work this time of night? Yeah, you ain't never heard of third shift. You ain't never heard. See, you got to come up. You got to be real quick, family. Don't just run off with these females, men, and these males, women. Don't just go running off with them because you don't know. You just met them folks. Please put your ass on pause, even on dating apps. I'm telling you, I just feel like you need to go old school way and start meeting people face to face out here on the street. Because the dating app, all this cyber stuff, is easy for people to hide all kind of stuff. All kind of stuff. Even when you talking to them, they got to talk to you online. Y'all study messaging online. Y'all ain't even picking up the phone no more and talking and trying to get to know people and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, if you do go meet a person, have a friend or two with you and meet out in the opening and see how long that shit lasts. Most of the time, they up to no good. It ain't gonna last long, family. I can tell you that right now. But that's all I got to say. Be careful. Put your ass on pause. Gain knowledge to prevent blockage. And we all know what that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anybody to block y'all from y'all goals and success. Bye-bye.